So I think generally speaking, you're not asking someone to not do something. You're asking someone to do something, which I think is a slightly different approach.
I agree. That's not a boundary.
Yeah.
That is a request.
Exactly.
Which I think is different. Those are handled differently.
Yes. And so I think what this is, I mean, where you would probably sit down and go to yourself is, if this is the case, need a relationship with a certain level of affection. This person is not doing it. My strategy, therefore, is not to demand that they do this for me. It is to request that they do because I like them, but also recognize if the answer is no, no further persuasion is necessary or even advised because I should just go find someone who wants to be this level of affectionate.
Yeah, I agree. I think of standards and boundaries a lot of times as, especially boundaries, as things that you find deal breakers to be. Whereas this sounds like something you would like.
Yeah.
I would say
it could even be a deal breaker, but you're asking them to do something. It's a positive request.
Yes. Whereas with the negative, my advice would be probably different. But with the positive, I'd say it's two things. If you want to have your dating life include people that are more affectionate, the number one area to do this would be in the filtering process, right? Some people are just less physically affectionate, and I think it's not fair to try to date that person and then persuade or coerce them to being physically affectionate when they're not comfortable with that. What I would suggest you do is go, oh, this person's funny and smart and beautiful and not affectionate. And for that reason, I will tell them that I like them, but will not date them. And I will tell them why. Or I will have this conversation with them where I say, hey, you're not as affectionate as I would like.
Are you concerned? Is there something that's getting in the way?
Yeah,
Is this ideal for you?
Yeah, exactly. And if they go, no, I'm just not comfortable with touch, but I really like you. And when I love someone, I am very touchy. Cool. And if they go, no, I think cuddling's just weird. Okay. That's your cue to leave if this is your number one priority. So yeah, sometimes people will evolve and change, but you need to be having these conversations as blameless, judgmental-less inquiries where you're just trying to figure out if there's a fit. And then the second thing, if you find that someone was really affectionate and is not anymore, you can still have that conversation with them, but they're also at some point look to yourself and go, is there something I'm doing potentially that kills the desire to be physically affectionate with me? If there's this pattern where you, and I'm not saying it is, but I don't know your life, so I'm just throwing out the different scenarios. If there's a pattern where you find women who are initially affectionate and then they become less so repeatedly, then you're the common denominator here. And my question would be, can you look to yourself to see if there's behavior that is making people not want to be affectionate with you? Because it's two things, basically. It's either it's the wrong person or something you're doing, right? Those are the only two things it could be.
Or if there's a third, which is just, oh, I didn't realize that you like, I'm a bit nervous now that you've said this. This is a very easy shift for me to make because I just literally just need you to mention it.
Yeah. Great point. Great point. Yeah. But I would not pressure it or try to make it happen in any way beyond saying that you like it, you know?
Yeah. And you're curious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully
I like to have that conversation early. I actually very, very early on first dates try to get out there that I'm a cuddler. I like head scratches and massages and stuff like that. And then you'll see right away the reaction. Some people will go, I'm not into that. Some people go, oh, cool. And then you can see they note it because if they like you.
I would ask, like, do you like cuddling?
Yeah.
And then if someone's like, no, I'm like, honestly, I think this is a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
And it's not in a mean way. It's just, this is kind of a critical part of this relationship.
Which I agree. I mean, physical affection to me is huge.
Yeah.
I just try to get it out there as early as possible.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about that is now instead of trying to persuade them to do something, I basically said, this is what I like. And if they like it too, they'll be excited. And also if they want me to be happy in our relationship, they know that I will want it to be physically affectionate. It just gets it all out there in the open. So then there's no coercion necessary later on.
And if the answer is no, you just
I just know and I can dip.
And go elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I hope that helps.
And by getting it out early, I guess I don't. That's why I didn't think of the third option. The idea of telling, like, you don't have to have this conversation where you tell them that you like physical affection. If on the first date you tell them that you like physical affection. Yeah.
Cool. Hope that you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more like this and have us do more podcasts, we are 100% funded by our generous patrons. And if you'd like to contribute, there's a link in the description, and we'll have one pop up on the screen right here so that we can do more podcasts where we have fun conversations and hopefully some deep ones like this. Either way, hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.